And now, the entire next episode in Flash Time.
My first baddie.
Let's scan the perimeter.
One's smelling it.
This isn't one flesh, this is a whole human body.
We're certainly not just painting each other's toes.
That doesn't even make sense.
Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be breaking down a rather peculiar thing that the CW has released. So they released supposedly the entire next episode and it's in flash time. So essentially they give away basically most of the plot, so don't actually watch this video if you don't want to be spoiled. Even though it's in flash time, it gives away roughly what's going to be happening in the entire episode because you can theorize around it, and essentially all the clips are sped up. So let's break this down. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss any DC TV videos later this year. We'll be going through this shot by shot. Obviously I haven't included every shot because it's so fast. Obviously I could get most of them, but you know, I've picked the most important ones. And again, there's the repetition of Nora showing Ralph and Cisco the newspaper article about Barry going missing in the future, so that's going to be a big revelation in this episode. And then along with that, we've got a lot of cicada stuff in this, so this teases the idea of what's going to be happening. And so you see his lightning bolt dagger and also a pointer that potentially I'll do in another video of how Cicada was created. If you go back and watch episode 1, you can see on his dagger he has a Star Labs thing, so presumably he was created due to that crash or something in regards to Star Labs. He has a connection somehow. And then we get a shot of Barry as he's walking around in some sort of warehouse where there's been a crime, which we'll talk about in a minute, and Nora is helping out. Somehow she's got accreditation, I don't know how, but you know, she does. And we get to see what is the villain of the episode, who is not a comic book character, and it's just a shot of her. And then we move on to some various shots that are very quickly put together, and it's of Nora in the street, and this is like Nora's first bad guy that she's taken down with her dad, and so that's a big thing, and you get to see some armed people with that villain of the week. And also it's been said that Cicada is going to be trying to get this Meta, the villain of the week that you've seen in these trailers, but for nefarious intent, obviously hinting he's going to try and kill her because she's a metahuman. And Cicada's going to cross paths with Barry, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So we get a shot of Barry and Nora as they're actually at the scene of where this Meta is going to be with those armed people. And yeah, we get various shots that are quite interesting, like one of potentially Iris. I can't really tell if it is her or not, so I can't confirm that, but she is looking at the Central City database, so perhaps she's getting some information about these metas and maybe she's going to report on it, or maybe she's just getting it for Team Flash. And then we move on to a shot of Barry and Nora as they're at that crime scene, and you get to see Barry, I think, as far as I can tell, what he's saying is that is a human body that's been put into a little squashed cube, which is very, very peculiar, and it's sort of in line with what we see later in the trailer, but I think that's to do with the meta. So like I said, it gives away a lot of what's going to be happening, and the powers and the way this episode is going to be structured is basically given away in this trailer. And along with that, like I mentioned earlier, Cicada is going to meet paths with Barry and everyone, and I think this is potentially the scene, and it's with Joe and Barry as Barry seems to stumble. So it could be Barry running away, but it looks like he's stumbling and something's hurt him of sorts. And we've seen in previous trailers Joe sitting in that exact chair being tied up, with Cicada actually being around. So I think this could be in fact a later scene in the episode that may surprise us in regards to Cicada attacking Barry and then Joe. So we get various shots as we head towards the end of the trailer of Barry and him in his suit and at that very same scene with the new Meta. And the last shot of the trailer is of Cisco and Ralph, and this is just played for comedy, and it's of Cisco sort of being very aggressive, but not aggressive, it's in a very humorous way. So yeah, this was a really peculiar piece of the footage that they released, but you know, I'll take it. It's kind of spoilery for the entire episode, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.
make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shot free.